next session की तरफ. What to share and where to draw the line between professionalism and publicity.
They'll go to social media first to see who this particular doctor is, what type of this doctor is. They'll read the reviews about you, they'll read your achievements, they read how much you are present on the social media, they read good and they read bad, both the things about you. So before coming to you, those people who are digital, go to the digital media for everything, they make an opinion about you, what type of doctor you are, either in favor or against. And when they come to you, when they see you offline for the first time, they compare that your digital image with your real image. Sometimes they feel it is entirely different. So we have to be careful about that. We have to be careful about our own digital image and about people's perception, how they consider the type of doctor we are. Discussing all these things today, we know that people trust more on social image and less on real image, because real image means they can see just for a few moments, and for social image they have time to evaluate it. But thing is that our digital image and our personal and professional image, both are there in their mind. So we have to be careful of having a balance between the two. Not only we practice in hospitals or clinics, but we practice in digital space also. We have to be careful for that. Every post, your picture, your jokes, whatever you present on the digital media is added, is tagged to you. Over these 30 to 40 minutes, we'll be discussing the pros and cons of all these things. We will be discussing three aspects: the opportunities and risks of social media in the healthcare, the ethical boundaries that must guide our online conduct, and finally the legal responsibilities that accompany digital presence, and how we can educate the next generation to be digitally responsible professionals. First of all, I would request Dr. Sneha Gajendragadkar for the first part of this topic, what is social media and healthcare. Dr. Sneha, please. Better you come here and
Dr. Bhagra. First and foremost, I would like to thank the organizer, Dr. Ajay Gaur and Dr. Satwik Bansal, for giving me the opportunity to talk here, and Dr. C.P. Bansal sir for guiding me for this lecture. So thank you. Now I will start with my lecture. It's a really, we are living in the digital world nowadays, and there are so many opportunities of social media in healthcare. But it is not only the opportunity, it's a double-edged sword. So we have to be very, very careful in evaluating this opportunity. There are certain objectives which we should know, that the social media is a very powerful platform, and no one can think of living it without it, because it's a part and parcel of our life these days. Nowadays I say कि vital signs के बाद यदि कुछ सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी चीज़ है तो वो है मोबाइल. So that much social media has incorporated in our life. Why this topic is very important? Because the 80% of doctors are active on some or other social media platform. Online medical consultation is increasing very fast, and public perception of doctor is now shaped by the digital presence. Like Dr. Banga told, that every person, every patient, whosoever is coming to your hospital or clinic or any other place is judging you at both the places, at social platform also and in the reality also. So in pediatric and medical education, this social media is no longer optional. It's a part of professional identity. Social media has transformed how we learn, teach and interact, including in medicine. But like every powerful tool, it can either heal or harm. How it will done, we will see later on. So first and foremost, we will see what opportunities are there with the social media. Health education has become very easy because you can reach to the millions of the viewers at a single click. Then again the public advocacy like healthcare programs, what is the guidelines for the vaccines, how the nutrition should be, and adolescent health. These chapters, every chapter can be covered of health education online. We have witnessed it in the adolescent education where lot of programs we were planned and they were executed all over the India in a span of few weeks, and it reached to all the corners of the India. Professional networking can be improved and the collaboration, research and CME can be done. The biggest example was the COVID, where everywhere the whole world was standstill. But in our pediatrics, we were doing all the webinars and the teaching sessions were on. So lot many people suffered from depression, loneliness, but all our pediatricians were mindful and they were all happy because they were adding knowledge in their vocabulary. Now comes the teleconsultation, what Dr. Banga told, that it is really interconsultation. So we have to learn what it is and what are the flaws and pros and cons when we visit. But before entering into the water for swimming, you should know the depth, how you are going to dive in it. So you have to be careful for evaluating teleconsultation. Because of that, we can reach to remote patients also and vice versa also. Previously, किसी patient को दिल्ली दिखाने जाना है, so it used to be a great trouble. But now papers can be transformed, patient can give consultation online, and with the guidance of the local treating doctor, that patient can seek advice, not even nationally, internationally also. For enhanced collaboration, I will give one example. As the era changes, the things change. पुराने ज़माने में चौपाल हुआ करती थी, सब बैठते थे शाम को चौपाल पे, बातें करते थे, एक दूसरे से नॉलेज शेयर करते थे और बैठते थे. तो ये दिस इज अ सॉर्ट ऑफ, यू कैन से, a digital chopal where what you are speaking, what you are interacting, what you are telling to the people is always recorded and kept in the mind of other people. So it increases the collaboration, but yes, every step you have to be very careful. It's a cost-effective marketing. Like Dr. Banga told, everybody sees you on the digitally first. So just dial, you just have to pay few thousand rupees and you are on the top 10 list of the city. So you are the top 10 doctors of the city. So whosoever you will scroll will see your name first. So it's a cost-effective marketing. Though we are not supposed to do any advertisement, but this is the platform where person or a doctor can put his all achievements, his medals, his CMEs and then conference medals and get the attraction of the patients. One more line about artificial intelligence, that we should not forget the intrusion of artificial intelligence now. Soon it is going to shape the social media and healthcare, and it will be a difficult task for us to overcome those challenges, and we have to be ready right now to overcome all these challenges. Coming to the other edge of sword, just like every bright thing has got a dark side piece. So these are the good points which we saw. Now we have to see what are the lacunas of all these things. There is blurring of personal versus professional space. Dr. Banga told that everybody judges you digitally, and you have to be very, very careful in posting, in behaving, and in putting your notes on the social media. So wherever you go in the life or wherever you stand in any era, the values remains the same. Values of the life and how you are behaving, it remains the same. When you percolate the knowledge on the click of button, similarly misinformation also spreads faster than your facts. And breach in the confidentiality to the case and videos and anything for the patient can create a problem for you and for your reputation also. So you have to decide about the professional boundaries, and you should not take life of the patient as a consent. Say whatever you told, they just put like, but before giving any teleconsultation or any imparting any professional advice, you must take consent of the patient, like what we do in our office practice, and then only write any prescription or write any guidelines. I know an example when a family was living and the neighborhood upstairs patient was staying, he just asked the doctor कि मेरे को बहुत ज़्यादा headache हो रहा है. He told take the medicine. Later on he landed up in the intraventricular hemorrhage and died, and he sued the neighbor. So be careful in doing the consultation, and you are always legally liable for what you are writing as a prescription. Now, what are the risks of social media in healthcare? You should all be well aware that the digital footprints are permanent. They can never be erased. So, before writing any legal prescription or any medical advice, think it is a evidence. We have to maintain the privacy and confidentiality of the patient. Any misinformation can lead to a problem. There are certain professional boundaries which you must follow, and there is a very blurred line between the professional and academic and the legal boundaries. So take care of it and then practice. One more thing is your reputation is at risk. So any careless click may lead to problem in your reputation. There is one more disparity is there. Like 80% of the people are there on the social platform, but 20% are unaware of it. So those 20% population has got gross disparity in getting the knowledge and information from the media. In order to the risk, there lies the legal liabilities and suing also. There is a very thin line between the advocacy and legal issues, which we can cross without knowledge. So be careful in using the media. Digital footprints are everlasting, and concrete evidence is there which cannot be wiped out. So later on, legally, if you are sued or if you are under trouble, then no one can save you, because in the clinical practice, whatever we say, it is not recorded. So you can later on even change also, but here there is no chance. There are certain ethical boundaries. So we must follow these ethical boundaries. Protect patient privacy. Never share identifiable information like sharing prescription and the lab reports publicly. Use separate account for professional and personal work. There should be separate accounts so that they should not intrude in your personal life. Verify information before posting or sharing verified tips. So you must verify. If you are giving any verified tips or maybe sponsored content, then always check it and then post it. Always follow institutional and legal guidelines before writing any prescription or commenting on anything. No comment on online or ongoing legal cases for any of your colleagues or anything. No often informed consent for any educational sharing. If you are taking any educational material from any person, any institution or anywhere, you just take consent and then post it. Promote health literacy by linking it to the reliable sources like WHO, CDC, UNICEF. It will give weightage to your literature. Then engage respectful patients and peers, and avoid debates. Maintain digital decency. There are certain messages you should follow. These are the take-home messages, that your digital presence is your permanent visiting card. Make sure that it reflects your values, not your impulses. Social media is a powerful scalpel. In the right hand, it saves life. In wrong hand, it can start trust. Mind it, once the trust is gone, you cannot regain it. As a pediatrician and educators, we are role models. Let's build the social media wisely as a bridge between the science and society, not a battlefield of ego and misinformation. So be careful in using this teleconsultation or media, and don't take it light. Don't use it as a toy or passing time. Be careful in using it.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sneha, for deliberating on the details of social media, how it can be of use and how it can be a risky thing. Third aspect of this thing, this is double-edged sword, right? उस तलवार को पकड़ने वाली जो मूठ होती है ना, उसके बारे में हम बात नहीं करते. उसको कौन हैंडल कर रहा है पीछे से? उस तलवार को ऐसे भी ऐसे भी घुमाने वाला फेसबुक कर रहा है, या इसी तरह से बड़ी एजेंसीज कर रही हैं, गूगल कर रहा है, कई सारी एजेंसीज कर रही हैं. वो उसकी इस साइट को भी यूज़ करते हैं, उस साइट को भी यूज़ करते हो. आपकी सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन और सारे डेटा को कहाँ कहाँ कैसे कैसे यूज़ करते हो आपको पता ही नहीं. आपका फ़ोन ऑफ रखा हुआ है लेकिन आपकी बात रिकॉर्ड हो रही है. यहाँ तक कि कुछ सॉफ्टवेयर तो ऐसे भी हैं कि आपके फ़ोन ऑफ रखा है और आपकी पिक्चर भी रिकॉर्ड हो रही है. आपका टीवी आपको लगता है आपने ऑफ किया हुआ है लेकिन वो भी आपकी बात सुन रहा है. So be careful of all these aspects of social media. So even if you think of using the positive things of social media, as you said, there are certain ethical issues. But where are you right in using things, where are you wrong in using the things, and what are the laws that can be in your favor or what are the laws that can go against you if you are misusing the social media or even if you are rightly using the social media. Our second panelist, Dr. Suhas Dubey, will speak on ethics first, but do not forget the law. I would like to ask him 2-3 things broadly. How timeless principle of beneficence and non-maleficence extend into a digital behavior? इन शब्दों का ठीक से मतलब भी समझा दीजिएगा. Second, ethics gives direction, but what happens when we come across that ethical line and face legal consequences when we cross that legal line? What are the NMC guidelines? What are the IT laws? What are the privacy rules meant for doctors online? And what are the legal responsibilities that accompany digital presence? Dr. Suhas, please.
Thank you very much, Monica sir. As always, he would throw at me those questions which he can't answer it. So, well, thank you very much for allowing me to think and answer. First of all, let me thank the organizers of this wonderful conference, the 12th National Conference of Pediatric Education at Gwalior. It was the Department of Pediatrics, JR Medical College Gwalior, my alma mater, which is hosting the conference. Along with Gwalior Academy of Pediatrics, the office bearers of which I can see right here, Ramesh. Also the Madhya Pradesh Academy of Pediatrics and the Department of Pediatrics, JR Medical College Gwalior. I thank each one of you, every one of you, from the heart of my heart, for providing me an opportunity to be on the stage, talking to you once again. मैं वैसे भी बहुत सारी बातें करता हूँ, अभी फिर से एक बात करता हूँ. डॉक्टर सी पी बंसल यहाँ हमारे बड़े भाई और mentor, guiding force not only for me but so many in the audience. For the reasons probably उनको खुद को भी नहीं मालूम. मैं कह भी रहा था अभी 1 मिनट पहले उन्होंने सुन के हमसना किया कि we look up to you to make some good presentations. आपने इतने सारे सालों में, बिकॉज मैं उनसे 1 साल जूनियर रहा डिपार्टमेंट में, हम दोनों ने, उन्होंने MD की और मैंने DCH की परीक्षा साथ में 86 की. We started practicing almost together. But the way this wonderful man has changed into what he is today, thanks to him and to almost everybody. Everybody will thank him for being a guiding force all these years. Thank you very much. So thanks again for providing me this wonderful opportunity to be talking to ग्वालियर एंड मध्य प्रदेश एंड झांसी वाले लोग भी एक दो हैं। ओमशंकर से मेरी बात हुई थी, भोपाल से भी है, डॉक्टर जैन से, डॉक्टर पाल से बात हुई थी। सो मेनी ऑफ देम आई है डॉक्टर भारती चौबे, फ्रेंड ऑफ माय वाइफ्स colleague, Dr. Bodka also is here. He is from Indore. Before I begin, the question is ethics first, but do not forget the law. Law and ethics are both systems for guiding human behavior. कानून पहले या ethics पहले, कानून पहले. The ethics are made vary from place to place, from country to country, because the laws are different in different countries. Here, though, which is universally present, we are supposed to be following the law of the land, that is our own India. National Council of India, in India, that regulates the medical education, medical professionals, medical professionals institutes and research. It came into existence replacing our old Medical Council of India on the 25th of September 2020. This was during COVID-19. So many things that happened. Those 2019 May, this law was enacted in the Parliament, and it came into effect from the 25th of September 2020. We may have to worry as to how many laws govern the medical professionals. See, the laws are like state acts like Drugs and Cosmetic Acts, Pharmacy Act, Narcotics and Psychotropic Substances Act, Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act, Transplantation of, and blah 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 blah. The regulations made by the central and state governments or local administrative bodies or any other relevant act relating to the protection of their citizens. Ethics. Medical ethics involves applying a set of values and principles such as respect for autonomy, non-maleficence, कुछ भी बुरा न करे, beneficence, ईश्वर सभी का भला करे, हम और ही, and justice, of course, to all, to guide the clinical decisions and ensure patients' well-being. The best practices for medical professionals, they would include maintain high standards of integrity and honesty, providing patient-centered and compassionate care, staying current with medical advancement through continuous learning like one that we are going through this conference, fostering effective teamwork and communication. Please remember, we must act with integrity. We must uphold honesty, trustworthiness and professional boundaries. Ensure personal interests do not influence professional judgments. Please remember to prioritize patients' interests. Place the patient's needs first. Clearly announce fees before service and avoid contracts like no cure, no payment. We have to provide compassionate care, show empathy and respect to all patients and their families regardless of their beliefs and values. We must ensure patient-centered care, understand the individuality, emotional needs and life issues of each patient. How will we be able to achieve it? We must improve clinical skill and knowledge. by staying updated, engage in continuous education, implement evidence-based practices, as Madam Banga was very stressful. She stressed very well regarding we must build strong networks. We must be able to communicate effectively. We must learn to do it and work collaboratively. Please make sure that we encourage teamwork, which is difficult but not impossible by communicating with the team. Embrace our learning culture. Social media presents both opportunities and significant risks for medical professionals, primarily involving patient confidentiality. नाम ना बता देना किसी का, चेहरा ना दिखा देना किसी का, ऑपरेशन ना दिखा देना किसी का, टूटे हुए अंग ना दिखा देना किसी का, इसका जरूर ध्यान रखें. प्रोफेशनल बाउंड्रीज एंड रेपुटेशन इन सोशल मीडिया प्रैक्टिसेस आर वेरी. The key messages are to safeguard yourself from the hazards of social media vices. Certain guidelines are recommended. The key aspects include: please obtain informed consent, protecting patient confidentiality, acting with integrity and compassion, navigating conflicts between patients' needs, professional obligations, and social demands. We must learn about cyber laws and avoid legal issues by not posting patients' data, pictures, etc. Ignorance of digital law is no excuse. Every click leaves a digital footprint. I stress again. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Swas. आपने वो 3 वर्ड्स को समझा दिया हमें. मैं उसे सरल हिंदी में बोलूँ तो सत्य प्रिय हितकर जो हम पढ़ते थे पहले, वो इन 3 क्राइटेरिया के ऊपर हर चीज़ को अपने हर स्टेप को अगर इवेल्युएट करेंगे तो एथिकल बाउंड्रीज हम क्रॉस नहीं करेंगे. लॉ तो इतने हैं कि आप कोई उनके नाम भी पढ़ने की जहमत नहीं उठाते तो लॉ को फाइन प्रिंट में तो कौन ही पढ़ता होगा. जब तक हम उसमें कहीं फंस नहीं जाते तो हम नहीं पढ़ते, ना वो कोई एडवोकेट्स पढ़ते हैं. लेकिन फिर भी ना जानना भी कोई एक्सक्यूज़ नहीं है. तो अच्छा ये हो कि हम वहाँ तक पहुँचे ही नहीं जहाँ हमें उसकी ज़रूरत हो, तो टू बी केयरफुल फॉर दैट. Our last panelist is Dr. Rajesh Tikkas, Professor Rajesh. He will help us look ahead. How do we prepare tomorrow's doctors for these realities? Dr. Rajesh, please.
Thanks, sir. May I speak from this side only?
As you wish.
At the outset, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to the organizer, Dr. Ajay Gaur sir, Satvik, for inviting me over here and giving the opportunity to interact with you all and opportunity to meet you all.
I would like to ask you two main.
Yes, sir. Please.
Do you agree that in present time, when one enters medical college, has already developed some digital habits, whether right or wrong? हर बच्चा डिजिटली एक्टिव है आज की डेट में जब तक वो कॉलेज में आता है, और उसका डिजिटल फुटप्रिंट्स तो दुनिया में बिखरे पड़े होते हैं. अब वो कहाँ गलत है, कहाँ उसे सुधार की ज़रूरत है, वो आपके हाथ में आता है फिर सिखाने के लिए.
जी.
दूसरा, you being a professor, can you deliberate how we can educate the next generation to be digitally responsible professionals? Is it really the duty of medical professors to do this teaching? Or from your side you are thinking that you should make them digitally literate people, a good digital से देश के डिजिटल नागरिक एक अच्छे नागरिक बनाना. And then if it is true that you will do it, what is the right time to teach them all this? UG में पढ़ाना है कि PG में पढ़ाना
They
है?
are already exposed to the digital world in different platforms. They are already exposed since the beginning of their adolescence, and they are entertaining the different aspects of their life on the digital platform. So after the arrival to the medical college, it is our duty as medical professional, our duty to educate them how to behave proportionately, ethically, and relevance on the digital platform. They are having some positive habits, like they are using the digital platform for networking, online learning, and for collaboration. But at the same time, as they are in the adolescency period, they are not aware what are the parts of the data sharing which is helpful for them and for the society, and what are the things which can adversely affect the society. But the point of concern as educator is that we have to teach them how to behave proportionately on the digital platform, because on wearing the white coat on the on admission to the medical college, they are also the reflection for the medical profession, and their digital presence makes a difference. As far as your second question is concerned, the digital responsibility is a very important part of the ethical issues, because being a medical student, they are the budding doctors and the budding medical professionals in the society, and being a medical educator, our duty is to teach our students about the digital literacy, and this should be a core curriculum and not the optional study protocol. We have to teach them the real world scenarios training with the help of simulations and their case studies. We all educators, professors, or the faculty members, or the seniors, doctors are the role model for them, and we should also behave proportionately on the digital platform. And our image is the learning opportunities for them how to behave digitally. As a senior, we people are behaving like a role model for them. We have to develop a culture of reflection and accountability, and encourage the open discussion for digital challenges and mistakes, and not focusing on the learning or punishment. And the trust imperative is very important. We have to percolate this information to our students, that the trust thing is very important, and patient develops the trust on your behavior on the digital platform. And as far as your third question is concerned, when to teach social media ethics and law in medical education, I think as I have already told, at the entry of the medical college, the students are already aware about the digital use, so their proper training should start right from the beginning. It may be from the first year or the second year, and it should continue throughout the medical graduation period. It should be continued with the structured classes, or a structured incorporation with the ethical or the clinical classes. And our ultimate aim is to make them digital responsible personnel and the digital responsible professional. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rajesh, for an interesting information. That it is means you have taken up this responsibility to teach the students who are entering in medical college, and when you do and how you do, that you decided. One question for the audience: if you are not sleeping, what is that condition called when you are talking to someone and that person is looking at his mobile phone, busy with his mobile?
We have started this, so no mobile is
In Foxy.
No, not Foxy. For myself, I don't know whether other doctors
Even
are
for taking photographs of their good saris and
I mean, I don't allow them to take their mobiles inside, but if at all they have their mobile, they are switched off. Because I had one experience that one of the husband, he was taking, when he started his video or something, I was explaining for his wife, and he was taking that video. So that was the day we decided that no mobile is allowed.
good,
Thank you.
good. These are direct question, short question. First one to Dr. Sneha. Is social media more of a professional asset or a liability?
हम छोटे थे तब हमको एक ऐसे आता था, विज्ञान आविष्कार या अभिशाप, and we used to write very happily. So the era has changed and the question has changed, but the answer is the same, that whatever comes, you have to use it judicially. So then you have to take the advantage of it and be aware of the hazards, and then use it judicially, so you will never have any problem. So yeah, it is a boom. Because so many things have become so easy, which we never thought of. And yes, of course, hazards are there, but you have to tackle them carefully. So it will be an asset.
Good, good. Thank you. Thanks for this judicious.
जो कॉइन सिक्का जो चलता है उसमें जनाब दो साइड्स होती हैं और उन दो साइड्स के बिना वो सिक्का चलता नहीं. So it is a hazard and a liability both. Hazard also and an asset also. Thank you.
Now, second question for you only, Dr. Sir. Name one red line that no doctor should cross online. आप बहुत डिजिटल savvy हो तो आप डिजिटल बता सकते हो.
ये आप मुझे I suppose criticizing anybody, criticizing other doctor, my colleague of mine, is a red line for me. I would never criticize another colleague colleague of mine on
digitally. क्योंकि that will remain
always there.
always there.
It will always be there.
मतलब डायरेक्ट बात करके कर सकते हैं, फोन से नहीं.
बिल्कुल.
Rajesh ji, should digital professionalism be a formal part of medical education and present systems? आप कह चुके हो लेकिन फिर पूछना चाहता हूँ.
Definitely, sir. As I have already elaborated these things, that nowadays, apart from the ethics, clinical skills, the how to behave on the digital platform is also a very important part and the integral part of the doctor's personality, because it shows, it reflects his personality, his department's personality, his institution's personality, and overall the profession. So the digital professionalism is very important part, and which we, all the seniors, doctors or the tutors or the being a medical educator should taught to our students during their training during the medical graduation period. And I think it should be in a structured way, right from, as I already elaborated, right from the beginning, at the time of their entry into the medical college, it should be incorporated with the clinical classes or the ethical classes. It should be incorporated with their assessment scoring system with the students, with the interns, with the residents, and even the faculty members should be assessed on the basis of that. What is their digital presence and what is their behavior or what is their image as far as the digital platforms or the image is concerned, because it impacts over the whole of the profession, and it should be structured in such a way that the doctor's image or the profession becomes more brighter.
So do you encourage you, जैसे पहले हम करते थे,
we would like to encourage them that they should use the digital platforms or this facility in a proportionate manner, in ethical and under the law manner only. The excess is always bad for anything, so they should use proportionately and from the ethical and the legalized sources only they can make the things in better way.
क्योंकि बुक्स पढ़ना कम हो गया तो सारा ऑनलाइन पढ़ते हैं, यूट्यूब देख के बहुत सारी मेडिकल साइंस सीखते हैं और बहुत सारे रिप्लाईज भी वो सारे ऑनलाइन ही करते हैं, प्रेजेंटेशन सारे ऑनलाइन ही होते हैं. और दूसरे कंट्रीज में तो सारा होमवर्क से लेके प्रोजेक्ट तक सब कुछ सब ऑनलाइन ही होता है, लिखना तो भूल ही गए. तो क्या आपके यहाँ भी यही प्रोसेस इसी तरह से चल रहा है, आगे बढ़ रहा है?
We are not promoting them that they should not use their brains. We are promoting them that they should use their brains, they should initiate the things. But in a digital world, they can utilize this facility for the betterment of their cognitive as well as the skills. But we are not promoting to use AI or the ready-made things for their development, because they have to use their brains. They can utilize only, they can take the help of this sophisticated or the digital world for the betterment of the science.
Because they are becoming more and more dependent on AI for many of the things for their projects and all these things. So if they in future become dependent for diagnosis and for the management, for everything on the AI, so ultimately AI will come and replace the doctors.
I think AI cannot take the place of the brain of the human brain. So we should always use our brain. And it is the duty of all the mentors that we should promote our students or the budding doctors that they should use proportionately,
Yes.
ethically and within the law, this AI or the gadgets for the betterment of the science.
Yeah, and just do not depend for everything on the AI. Take help of AI, but do not depend on AI. Everything.
I would just add one line: behave responsibly.
Good, good. And last question, any one of you can answer, or all of you can answer. Trust in doctors improves or declines when doctors are active on social media?
As already, so when we use this digital platform in a ethical manner, it enhances the trust of the laymen's or the public over the doctors. If we percolate the knowledge, health education, good information, ethical things, verified things in a proportionate ethical manner, then ultimately it increases the trust of the public or the layman over the doctor or the profession. And if we are just sharing the unverified things, we are sharing the violent things, we are sharing in a very loose manner, then ultimately it erodes the trust, the years of trust of the doctors. So it is not about to use whether the doctor should use this digital platform. It is the matter of doctors should use this platform in a proportionate, ethical, in a manner form, so that our image will be more glorified as compared to the back time.
I think if our behavior is uniform of whatever way we present ourselves, it will definitely help to build our image in social media. Thank you.
सर मैं सिर्फ एक ही बात बोलूँगी कि 3 चीज़ें कभी वापस नहीं आती है, बात जुबान से, तीर कमान से और प्राण शरीर से। इसी तरह एक केयरलेस क्लिक एक बार कर दी तो कभी वापस नहीं आती। इस चीज़ का ध्यान रखते हुए वी आर फिनिशिंग अवर।
इसीलिए गूगल ने कुछ सेकंड्स दिए हैं कि आप अपने भेजे हुए मेल को डिलीट कर सकते हो, ताकि प्राण तो वापस नहीं आ सवाल इंटेंट। Ethics and empathy must guide every post. Legal awareness is protection, it's not paranoia. And the best way forward is education, training digitally, and making the doctors wise from the beginning. Let's remember, our online identity is an extension of our professional identity. What we share defines who we are. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for staying here for such a long panel discussion and being awake throughout. Thank you very much.